I'm going to show you this operating system my friend had found in Minecraft. It's called Craft OS, and it's an operating system that uses the programming language Lua. It's inside the mod ComputerCraft, so it's part of the ComputerCraft mod, which you can install into Minecraft. In the previous video, I showed you how to install this mod. So let's, I right click the computer to turn it on. And if I do ls, it shows me the files in the root. And this operating system is kind of similar to like Unix or Linux. And I have a program that I made, my hello, which is just basically my version of the hello program that was already on here. And you see the hello program that was already on here. You know, very similar programs. I was just playing around with it. That's why I made that. So there's also the ROM folder, and the ROM folder is read only. That's a read only folder that the system is in. So let's go back to the main folder. So if you run the program called programs, it'll list all the programs that are on here. One of the programs on here is called Worm, which is like the snake program, which is the classic snake program. And to quit, so I could either run into myself to quit, or if you want to force quit, you just hold down Control T, but you have to hold it down for like a second or two. So I'm just going to do a clear, and so you can do set, which shows the environment variables. Now normally if you want to show hidden hidden files and folders start with a dot, like in Linux. But normally if you want to show hidden files and folders, in Linux you would do ls-a to show hidden files and folders. But in here you can't do that. You have to actually, in here, to show hidden files and folders, and you can use the right button, the right arrow to autocomplete. So you have to change list show hidden to true. And now it'll show hidden files and folders. So yeah, you can do a lot more with this. There is a graphical. You can have like a graphical screen that can do graphics, and there's also been people have made programs to allow you to do animated GIFs, animated, images. But yeah, so like I said, it uses the programming language Lua. So I'm not really familiar with that programming language, but so there's something called text utils that has some functions in it, that are functions that I think the text utils functions are just in this Craft OS operating system. I don't know if they're part of Lua itself, but that has a function called slow print. So I mean, a lot of the high-level programming languages are, like Python and C++, A lot of those high-level languages have a lot of similarities between each other, and Lua is also a high-level programming language, so that has a lot of similarities to those other high-level programming languages. So it says hit Control, and I'm just going to exit that. But rather than explain to you what a high-level programming language is, I'm going to use the Wikipedia article. So Wikipedia, and they have a reference here. In computer science, a high-level programming language is a programming language with strong abstraction from the details of the computer. In contrast to low-level programming languages, it may use natural language elements, be easier to use, or may automate or even hide entirely significant areas of computer systems, e.g. memory management, making the process of developing a program simpler and more understandable than when using a lower-level language. The amount of abstraction provided defines how high-level a programming language is. So basically, a high-level programming language is supposed to be like, it generally a high-level programming language is considered easier than a low-level programming language. And another thing about high-level programming languages is because they're abstracted from the actual physical hardware, they're generally considered more portable, so that you can it's generally easier to take a high-level language, programming language, and move it from one system to another. So if you have a computer program that you made in a high-level programming language, it should be easier to port it from one type of computer to another type of computer. So that's kind of those advantages of high-level programming language, is more portability, easier to convert your program from one system to another. It's generally considered easier to use. So yeah, it's an interesting. It's interesting, so I can shut it off just by hitting exit. And then if I click escape, it brings me back into Minecraft. But yeah, so in these computers, this ComputerCraft stuff, you can actually make stuff like, they actually have something called like robots called turtles that can do things like mine for you, and there's also ways to actually have like graphical displays using actual Minecraft blocks too, where I saw one demonstration where somebody actually had like physical flags. Well, I mean, they weren't literally physical because they were in Minecraft, but they had flags built in Minecraft with Minecraft blocks, where they had a computer that would actually change what blocks those flags were made out of, change the actual blocks in the flags, to make them look like they were moving. So yeah, it's a very interesting operating system, very interesting mod. I just wanted to kind of go over that. So yeah, so like again, the Lua programming language I'm not really familiar with, but like I said, similarities to other programming languages, I can kind of understand it a little bit. Yeah, so the Lua programming language, from what I found on Wikipedia. So if I go to LAU programming, yeah, so from what I found on Wikipedia, under applications, so it seems to basically be saying that here in the applications section of the Lou Wikipedia article, it seems to basically be saying that it's not really, Lou is not really a programming language for professional, Lou is not really a programming language that is really used by professional programmers. It's more like a programming language that people use to like add functionality to already existing programs. So like a programmer will create a program, and then they'll allow users of that program to add scripts or, additional functionality using Lou. So yeah, it's more as like more of like a programming language. The programming language is used more for users to add features and functions to an existing program. It's not really, Lou doesn't seem like a programming language that's really used for professional programmers, like, people that actually make and sell computer programs. So that's it. If you like this video, leave a like. Thank you.